Right, hey yo, Gunny here. Just want to fill you guys in with a bit of information. Um, as you kids say, stay woke. And maybe you will go broke, I don't know, but it is what it is. Now, some players are really unhappy with SNK right now because they've just announced the SNK World Tour. And there are, like, for example, 2 weeks to go before the first one, and so of course that doesn't give players a lot of time to prepare, to buy a ticket, to ask for holiday off. It's pretty much a blow up. Yeah, of course. However, the thing is, what you guys probably don't know is that it's not all SNK's fault. I want to go back to the organization of the SNK World Championships, and what I think a lot of people don't consider is that it's not one person deciding what happens in the SNK World Tour. As you know, SNK is owned by a much larger company, and budgets, the amount of money that you are allowed to spend, have to be decided. And so remember that games cost money to make, bills have to be paid, salaries have to be paid, and you're like, okay, hold on, you want me to throw all this money into this world championship and somehow this is going to convert into sales? Well, yeah. So you can imagine that people within the company and within the people that control the money might not be so free with that. They might not be so believing, and so there has to be a lot of discussion and there has to be a lot of agreement. And I'm trying to multitask right now and it's just not working, so I'm just going to stare at this screen. So if you want to blame SNK or the people in SNK who couldn't agree to how much money to spend, how many countries to visit, or even getting the approval of a big boss, or finding sources for that money in the first place, and whether those sources came through in time for the SNK World Championships to actually take place. Well, we're not going to find out because of course that's confidential information, because of course it's not very it's embarrassing to tell the people these things. So I can't confirm exactly what happened. I don't know exactly what happened. I know nothing about what happened. And so if you want to blame a whole load of people in SNK for not agreeing and not finding the money and not agreeing to have the money, okay, fair enough, okay, but it's not just them, in fact, because after they agreed and they finalized and they say, okay, we've got this money for this money for this, and we've got this sponsorship from this company who's finally agreed to send in that money, and it's not going to be late, and it's not going to be going through another whole load of channels and chains of command and stuff, then that money is ready to go, or whatever, or they hope it will be. And then you've got a whole stack of applications to join the World Tour, the World Championships, right? Then you've got two sorts of applicants. You've got the applicants that say, you know what, awesome, let us be part of the World Tour, World Championships, give us a spot, awesome, let's do this will be great. And SNK will be probably like, okay, cool, let's do it. Or they'll be like, who are you guys? Tell us more about yourself. Tell us what you're going to do. Ensure to us that you're not going to just throw away this opportunity. You're not going to make us look bad. You're not going to do anything stupid. You're going to ensure that the players have a good situation. You're going to promote the games. You're going to show off the games, and you're going to tell everyone about it. And you're not going to just faff it up and just have two people turn up and take one of our world championship flights to Japan with accommodation and make us look stupid. Okay. Then you've got the other organizers that might say, well, you know what, we've got an amazing event going on and we've got loads of sponsors. We've got Capcom, we've got other people, we've got blah, 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 blah. and they're paying us. And it's really cool that you've got a world championship thing going on, but we could do with some extra money as well to help us run this tournament for you. Money to advertise, money to help us do all the other stuff that we need to do to make sure it's a great event. So in fact, this conversation is called a negotiation, and it's going to keep going until the two parties can agree. So at this point, again, you can't just blame SNK for that, because this is now a two-party thing. So you've got to blame both of them. Or you could just say, damn, business sucks. Why can't everyone just agree? Well, that's actually how it is. Okay. So in conclusion, I definitely understand players being upset and not being able to really participate because there's no time. There's absolutely no time. But at the same time, making like backhanded remarks about SNK, blah blah blah. SNK could have, I'm not even going to repeat it because it's just so childish and absolutely ignorant. But at the same time, I think absolutely that fans should complain to SNK, and they should do it directly because they have a community manager, they have a Facebook page, they have a Twitter. Leave your comments there, but off in some little corner of Twitter going, yeah, SNK, yeah. What good is this going to do apart from divide the community and just make yourself look bad and make SNK look bad? To be honest, as well, it's not productive. So if you've got complaints, I think SNK do need to hear that because they do need to get this stuff sorted way in advance. Because if we have more events turning up as well, it's just gonna look really just awful, right? But you need to complain directly to the people that are listening, not to you. Not to your little friend, right? Okay, you know who I'm talking about. So you guys who are, behind everything and supporting the scene and hoping to, see a great event, I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have lots of great fights, and hopefully from a big spread of players from across the world. So we're also going to be trying to help out a particular player I'm thinking about. You may recognize the name, but I better go ask him first. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you more news about that later. I don't think Charlie Beats is going to be able to attend because he's currently on holiday. So again, he didn't get, well, I did tell him that this event was happening, but stuff happens and he's going to be away. He's going to be abroad. So he's not going to get that opportunity. So if you're somewhere in Europe and somehow you magically can get yourself a ticket to Ultimate Fighting Arena in Paris, I'll see you there. Of course, check out SNK they've got a new webpage. I'll put a link in the description that will tell you about the schedule for the World World Championships. And it's going to be a great stream, great event. It's going to be absolutely awesome. The great grand finals in Tokyo. All these players are going to collect from across the world. But yeah, the organization still, it needs to be done quicker and faster. And that's not just SNK, but you need to tell SNK that. But also, it's not just them. It's a negotiation process with all the tournament organizers. But yeah, it needs to have started a lot earlier. But what can we do? We just have to hope. We just have to push, complain, and hope for better things. But as I said, whining to yourself and your little band of followers on Twitter isn't going to help. So thanks for listening. Have a whinge in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Gunny from Orochinagi. Look at this old guy. Disgraceful. And I'll see you next time.